This is one of those places I would really urge you to think about time spent versus intended output. Annotating and video editing can be very powerful and very important, especially for certain things, but they do end up taking more time than some of these other portions here. So don't get too hung up on making videos super fancy. Definitely not adding in super like a bunch of bells and whistles, unless you know that's worth it to you, honestly. So you just need to weigh what's worth it to you. So I'm also just now realizing I did not include the annotation tools when I started recording my screencastify video. I don't think there's a way to turn them on. uh no. One take, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still going for it. So, if you turn on Screencastify annotation tools, then you'll have a little bar down here in the bottom left-hand corner. You can click on that. You can draw on your screen. You can erase. Super, super nice. Uh, it also has a built-in editing feature, and so if I come here to, so I should say, I'm gonna spend my time showcasing Screencastify and then point you to resources on ScreenPal. There's also resources here for Screencastify because Screencastify is kind of my home. That's where I live, and that's the one I know most about. So I just want to show you the editor here, just so that way you can know what tools are available to you. And most of these things are going to be available in ScreenPal. Actually, more will be available in ScreenPal. It looks like there's a more robust editor. So, real basic tools here, working from left to right. If you look down here at the bottom, you'll notice this little bar here where I can point this, and I've got this vertical line that brings me to these different. That's a nice face. That brings me to these different portions in my video, and then you'll notice these became like filled in, like colored in here. So if I click this cut button, it's going to create a little snip so I can cut out portions of my video. I could rearrange them, move them to different places, or just delete them all together. Oops, didn't want to do that. Control Z is undo and undo, right? You're not actually editing the main video here either, because what you'll end up doing is exporting a copy of this, which is super, super nice. Non-destructive editor, which is good. This crop feature here, you can crop out certain portions of the video based off of where you are in the video. So maybe I only want people to see my beautiful face here for this portion of the video. I can do that, and then I can hit done. Or for this entire section of the video, actually, I would think. Let's say I don't want to do that. I've never actually tried this. Cut, cut. What if I did this? Crop here like this. Done. Ah, yeah. Yeah. So that's another way that you might want to use that cut portion is I don't want people to just be looking at my face for the entire video, but for these like 15 seconds, for some reason I do, right? You can also zoom in on portions of your video. So let's say I wanted to go here. I get this little addition here. So how long do I want it to be zoomed in on the video? And I can tell where I want it to be zoomed in on. So watch this. Watch when it hits the green. Nice, right? Pretty cool. And then when I do this, this is the big one. You can blur things out. So maybe I really don't want people to see my face, or I have private student information on the screen and I need to block that out. So I can have the length of the blur here, and I can set where exactly it is blurred. And there used to be, yep, the intensity of the blur. And you can add multiple blurs to the page, which is relatively new, and I love it. And then finally, you can add text. So you can like type, whoops, should have said the other one, whatever, right? So you can put that up here on your screen. Then you have this rich text editor up here where you can do things like that. And then when you're done, you hit export. You can export that as a copy of that original video. Again, non-destructive editor, which is super nice. Okay, that is basic editing and annotation. Again, annotation is just writing on the screen that's built into Screencastify and ScreenPal. If you're interested in that, I highly recommend you go check out these resources here and play around with some video editing. If you've never done any video editing before, this is a very, very awesome and accessible place to be doing that.